So you guys, this story time is gonna be about the time I was like 16, 17, and me and my friend went to a party on the east side. And you know what happened? They pulled out guns. Pow, 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 pow. And that's what the story's gonna be about. I'm gonna call my friend Rapunzel because she had beautiful maroon hair and light brown. I don't remember, but back then, I'll put a picture right here of us, but I'm gonna cover her face because she has a family now. And yeah, and she said it was okay to say this story. So, my friend Rapunzel had a friend that she knows since she was little, so she invited her to her party. And then my mom dropped us off over there. So we did not know nobody from the east side, and we were looking for that girl. When we went in, they're like, oh, what's the girl's name or whatever. And then they let us in the backyard, and there was a bunch of kids. You guys, sorry I forgot to say this, but we didn't know what to wear. Like in the freaking picture, we wore a freaking skirt. Well, she wore a skirt, and I wore a dress with flats. We were wearing flats. Who the fuck wears that? Whoa. I didn't know what to wear. We both didn't know. We just thought it was gonna be a family party, but no. You know, when we got there, all you see is girls with their tube tops and some PJ shorts. You already know. That's how you know the party was lit. But yeah, and everybody was with people that they know, and then we couldn't find the girls, so then we saw some girls, and we just stood next to them, and those girls had burgundy maroon hair too. And then we started talking to those two girls that were right there, and they were really nice and whatever. And then the DJ puts red nose, and we didn't know how to dance that. And the girls next to us, like, it was funny. She started dancing the song, and she's like, dun, dun, and then she's like, ooh, go like that. Dude, that shit was funny. Okay. Then for the rest of the night, there were some guys, and they were checking out my friend, and they were checking out those girls. And then the girls, they didn't want to smoke their weed there because the guys are gonna be like, oh, share, and they only had a little bit, and they didn't want to share with the guys. So then he's like, oh, do you want to take a sip of this bottle or whatever? And then they're like, yeah. And then my friend took a sip, and then the girls took a sip or whatever. And then after that, the freaking cops came. So they turned off the music, and everybody had to be quiet because we didn't want the cops to go back there, you know. Fucking minors are drinking and smoking weed and doing other stuff, you know. So yeah, and then freaking what's it called? We go out because they kick out everybody because ain't nobody trying to get in trouble. And yeah, so we leave, and then everybody goes outside, and it's hella fucking quiet. And then we're walking, and then we look to the fucking left, and down the street, so we're coming out the house, and down the street, the cop's going to another street. But he like stops because he sees a bunch of kids, and then some dumbass kid says, cops! And everybody's like, boom, booking it. And then the guy turned on the fucking lights. And then once we turn to the fucking right, down the other side, the left side of another street, everybody's like, gun! And now you hear, poof, and everybody starts running even faster. And then we get to the fucking light. Like, all I remember was there was a fucking KFC across the street, and then freaking, I don't know, it was a fucking, I think, a mechanic thing or whatever. There was buildings, but yeah. And then freaking we're pressing the light so we could leave, and me and my friend Rapunzel, we stayed with those girls. And some guys, they freaking stopped next to us, and they're like, you guys don't want to ride? And I was like, no thank you. And then he's like, you fucking hoe. And I was like, fuck you. I was like, with your small ass dick. Sorry, it's not funny to you, but it's funny to me, you know. Because I ain't about to get in a car with a stranger that I don't know, even though my other story time I did, kinda. But, you know, I was a little bit like, a little bit retarded. Just a little bit, but it's okay. But yeah. And freaking we cross the street, we run, and then we follow those girls, and we go. So KFC's on this side, and then we go inside that mechanic place, and there's a building, and we go behind it, dude, and we're hiding there, and the girls, like, they hid too, dude. It was hella funny. Then the clothes, blah. was good. So we came out, and like one of the girls was looking for her friend, and she was calling her friend's name out, and freaking her friend came out of the trash can. The big ass trash can. She fucking hid in that shit. So the cops, that was funny though. It was a fun night though. But yeah. And then my mom's phone, my mom always has her fucking phone dead. So we didn't have nobody to pick us up. And the girls were going on another party, and they're like, oh, we have room, but we can't take you guys home. So we were like, fuck, like what the fuck do we do or whatever. So I'm just like, oh well. And then they left and they got picked up. And we kept walking. We went to KFC, and we see some guys there. And like, they don't look like a fuckboy type of guy. Like, they got a little Mario hat, or a Mario t-shirt and a hat, you know, some glasses. No, just kidding, they didn't have glasses. But they look nerdy and like not like bad people. So, oh, I forgot to say, there was 2 girls with us also. So we all walked over there. Okay? So we get there, and then we're like, we need a ride. And that girl said that we could go to her house until my mom answers. So we were like, okay. So my friend and that girl go ask the guys, like, hey, can you give us a ride to this girl's house? And they're like, yeah, sure, but you have to sit on our laps.
Wow. Wow.
I was like, I just wanted to go home, you know? I was like, okay, but I ain't sitting on your lap in the middle. Like this, I ain't sitting right here, you nasty. I'll sit right here on the tip of your fucking knee, cause I ain't sitting on your ding-ling, cause you're gonna get hyped, you know? So no. And I was like, I was just like, little ass Cindy. She was like, which one should I pick to sit on? I better be a cute one. So I picked the cutest one that I thought that was cute. But bitch, you gotta respect yourself, and I sat right there. Right there. I ain't sitting in scratch. Right here. And yeah. And then they drove us. But then they're like, do you wanna hang out with us at a park? And then we're like, sure. And we went with them to the fucking park. But they were our age. They weren't that old. So yeah. But don't go in the car with strangers, you guys. I just wanted to get home, and I thought my mom wasn't gonna fucking pick me up. And don't go to random people's fucking houses. Like, I didn't even fucking know that girl. Well, we both didn't know that fucking girl, but we still went. Okay? So, we fucking get to the park. We're all talking to the guys, and 2 guys were, they were brothers and whatever. And then one of them was sad, and I was like, don't be sad because I'm too nice. And I went with him to talk to him, and he's like, it's because my parents are getting divorced and blah blah blah. And I was just like, well, don't be sad and blah blah blah. And then later on I figured out, they fucking told me, they're like, yeah, he likes you, he just says that so he could get girls close to him. And I was just like, yeah, no bro, you ain't got me, you ain't got me. So yeah. But I was trying to cheat on my, I didn't. He just wanted to get in my buns. So yeah. And then after that, they took us to, well, we went to go drop off the girl's cousin. And we didn't know how old those girls were. But her cousin was, like, she was beautiful. And dude, she was in fucking middle school. She was a fucking 7th grader. And the cousin that we were going to her house, she was in 8th grade. And we were like, what the fuck? Like, you're already partying and going? She's like, yeah, I've been going since I was in 7th grade. And we're like, we just started. And we're fucking 10th graders or juniors. Like, damn, you lit. And yeah, and then freaking what's called, her cousin, we kept driving around because her brother was out, and if her brother sees that she was with guys, she'll get in trouble. So we left her like 3 houses down her house so she could just go walking. And yeah, and then we started driving to the girl's house, and like where she lived was hella fucking sketchy. Like the freeway was right here, and then there was freaking duplexes and a house in the corner. And then we got off and we said bye to the guys and whatever, and they added us. What did they add us? Oh, they added us on Facebook, cause I ain't giving nobody. You ain't getting my number. Like, what if you be stalking me and calling me all the time? But you could add me on Facebook, because Instagram wasn't out yet. Well, yes, it was, but I wasn't using it a lot. Facebook was popping. So, yeah. And then we get to the girl's house, and she opens her gate, and she's like, you guys have to be really quiet, because my neighbor will come out. And they had cameras, and we were just like, what the fuck? Like, why do they have cameras? Like, nowadays, everybody has cameras at their house. But back then, like, it was just sketch, you know? And we were just like, why does she have to be quiet? Like, why? Like, I should have thought about that. Like, I was like, why do we have to be quiet? Like, why do you give a fuck about your neighbor, you know? And freaking, we go inside her house, and then freaking we're waiting, and my mom doesn't fucking answer, and I'm messaging my sister on Facebook, and we're at the girl's house, and then we say hi to her mom and whatever, and she's like, oh, they're waiting for their mom to come pick them up. And yeah, and then her mom was cool with it, and then she went to sleep, and then the girl's like, oh, do you guys want to drink some more? I have a 40. And I was just like, no, I don't want to drink. And then my friend's like, sure. And she took a sip. They were sipping, you know, and we took some selfies in the bathroom. And yeah, and then freaking what's it called? My sister finally fucking answered. My sister answered, and I was so happy because my mom's phone was fucking dead. And then freaking they come in my sister's husband's mom's big ass truck. It was a black truck, and that shit made a lot of noise. And we walk out and we say thank you to the girl and to hit us up and whatever, excuse me, and to hit us up. Dude, we go to the fucking truck, and guess who came out? Her neighbor. But guess what the fuck that dude was fucking holding? Like, y'all ain't gonna guess. He came out, and don't even, like, he came out, bitch. He came out with a fucking AK-47 or a fucking rifle in his fucking hand. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, he was. It's not even funny. Like, when we got in the car, we fucking drove off, because my mom was scared. She's like, why the fuck were you there? Did you see those type of people? Like, you don't know who the fuck you're messing around with. Like, what could have happened to you guys? Like, you guys need to be careful and fucking da-da-da-da-da. My mom, like, but I'm serious. That guy had a fucking AK-47 or a fucking rifle, because he had a big ass gun and he came out. And now I understand why the girl said be quiet, because of my neighbor, because that nigga crazy, or he's doing some shit on the side. You never know. You never know. So yeah, and that was my experience on the east side parties, or my second party that I ever went to, and my dumbass world fucking scared. I mean, wear skirts to normal parties, like, but I wouldn't wear fucking skirts. I don't wear fucking skirts. Wear pants, wear shoes that you could run in, or don't go to parties. Or go to parties, but be careful. Don't be drinking out of whatever they're giving you if it's already open. Watch your damn cup. You know, be careful. And that's my story time, you guys. So, those are my adventures. So, yeah, thank you for watching. And, XO, motherfuckers.